It might look like a prop for the next zombie movie, but today these prosthetics are for airmen. These airmen volunteered to be part of a mass casualty exercise to help one pararescueman train for his upcoming Element Leader upgrade training. The training helps provide much needed experience to help the Air Force's elite remain calm under extreme circumstances. These PJs from the 52nd Expeditionary Rescue Squadron are here in support of Operation Inherent Resolve, and they pride themselves on being ready for anything the mission throws at them, and they're thankful for all the help they can get.
Volunteers are the most vital part about it. Without it, it's just a lot of theory and PowerPoints, but the volunteers make it real. They're the ones that actually induce the most variables and give us the best amount of training.
Once the PJs arrive on scene, they begin to take stock of the situation. They quickly set up a casualty collection point, and then the fun begins.
Oh, I'm bleeding so much.
The PJs assess and code the patients to ensure the more severe life-threatening injuries take priority. This type of training aims at building leaders ready for anything.
When things get tough and stress starts to take over, we always fall back on our training, and that's always our backstop, and that's what always gets us through each new situation that we weren't prepared for.
While Airman Fisher directs his team for the exercise, the clock is ticking. With the time spent tending to the wounded quickly building, it's imperative his team works fast to get the injured out of the crash site and off to the waiting C-130 for transport. The pressure to succeed never lets up.
The hardest part is going from a team member, which is just doing what you're told, doing everything that you know how to do, and then kind of like, I don't know, you go from doing everything you're told to do to having dictate the calls. So that was probably the hardest thing, is thinking big picture instead of what's my job. I had to think of everyone.
Once aboard the C-130, PJs work closely with flight medics and doctors to help those survive the trip to the hospital. Vitals are checked constantly, injuries reassessed, and patients constantly watched over to ensure the PJs live by their creed. These things I do so that others may live. Reporting from Southwest Asia, I'm Staff Sergeant Tyler Alexander.